Hello everybody, welcome back
to Games for Dads.
LittleElf is joining me once again.
Hello
everybody. We are going to be checking out the new cards from the last 3 weeks actually,
Yeah,
or last couple of weeks. We have got 18 cards to look at. They're not in the order they were released, they're in rank order. So we're starting off with the lowest to the best ranked card. So let's go. We normally have a look at the cards and let you know whether we think they're any good or not, whether we can make any good decks with them.
Yeah, or whether they're worth trying to get.
Exactly. Or trade for, or just to tear up and throw away.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first card up is Ferdinand Brawn. 2 for 21 on the play. If played next to any album, your opponent's cards from that album, wherever they are, lose -6 until played. What do you think?
Wait, your opponent's cards, wherever they are?
Wherever they are, lose -6.
Oh my word.
But only from that album. So if
only from that album.
If they're playing a mono deck, then you're going to hit every card. But if they're playing like a 4 and 4, you're only going to hit 4.
So it's not every card, it's just the cards in the album.
Yeah, if played next to any album, your opponent's card from that album.
I think it's good.
Could be good if everybody's playing mono one week.
Yeah, it will be a good counter to that.
Probably for an event. Not bad.
It's nice card though, like nice idea.
Good idea. Definitely worth having in your collection.
Quite unique,
say.
I would say.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is depth charge. Do you know what a depth charge is?
No.
That's what they used to throw off the boats in the water, blow up the submarines.
Oh.
Like a torpedo, well, not a torpedo, like a bomb. 8 for 84. It's a whole card, this one. On the start, your opponent's riding the waves cards in hand who's -15 for 3 turns.
This is definitely very event targeted, this card.
Definitely. Pretty good if everybody's playing riding the waves and pirate decks,
but
I guess.
When will anybody ever play that?
Yeah, it's a bit, you're going to be a bit lucky.
This week was good because there was a riding the waves bonus.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, that's very gimmicky.
8 for 84 though, it's quite powerful.
Yeah.
Could use it, I guess. Anyhow, let's move on. The next card, another rare, I think, is the next one. That was a limited rare. Yeah, it was. Depth charge is a limited rare. The next card to look at is Aya Da, I believe. There we go. Another limited rare. 3 for 28 on the play. If played next to any Futurology card, this card gains +30 this turn. Repeat if played next any prominent painters card. They're trying to get Futurology and prominent painters decks.
I didn't even know Futurology was a thing. First time I've heard of it ever.
Well, it is a set. Yeah, there's a few Futurology cards, but prominent painters and Futurology. I did try and build a deck. It doesn't work. Maybe in the future it could get better, but at the moment,
I think that even if that deck was good, I don't think this card will be that good.
Not really. This card gains 30 this turn. So basically you could get 60 from it. Yeah, it's rubbish.
That is rubbish.
Definitely don't want that card, guys. No. Okay, what is next? Let's move on and have a look at the next card. Demo Scene.
A lot of science cards so far.
Yeah. 7 for 64, another limited rare. On the play, your cards with exactly 64 base power, wherever they are, gain +32 until played. I did have a look at how many cards have got 64 base power. There's quite a lot of them.
Is there?
You can't really build a brilliant deck with it. It's a bit of a novelty card.
It sounds fun though. I'd like to try to build a deck with it.
Definitely worth trying because that's a massive boost. 32 on all of them. So if your whole deck was 64 base power...
That is crazy. I want that. It might not be very good, but it will be a fun card.
Definitely worth trying.
Yeah, and plus that card is 64.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It'll be quite a high hitting card.
Imagine if that's wherever they are, gain +64 until played. Then you'd play it.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad card. Quite interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Okay, let's move on. Let's have a look at the next card in the collection. Or not in the collection, but the next new card in rank order is Jargon File.
Jargon File.
This was a Sunday epic. What do you think of this card?
Well,
if your deck has exactly 7 cards from an album, those cards, wherever they are, gain +17 until played.
3 words: tenon, Python, jargon.
Yeah, that is 3 words. I thought you were going to say Jargon File. That would have been 4 words. Yeah. a bit of a broken card if you want to play around with Tenon, Python, and Jargon File. There's also loads of other big buffers you can put in there. But yeah, great card. I do like that one.
Cards, yeah.
Jargon File, probably on everybody's most wanted if they haven't got it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and check out the next card. Good old Jargon File. Hacker's Dictionary. Didn't know there was such a thing. The Bark Beetle. It's an epic limited now. On the draw, if your deck has 3 or more stage and screen cards and 3 or more space cards, your fiction and fantasy cards, whatever they are, gain 16 permanently. A bit of a complicated card. There might be something you could do with it.
Green.
Yeah.
Pantomime.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
There's a few good stage and screen cards. Obviously,
Pantomime could work in this deck because it does arts and culture stuff, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
Space, very odd.
Yeah, I would give that one a miss, to be honest, unless you can come up with something really super cool. But I don't think you could.
I don't know how they came up with the idea for that.
Ombberto Bosioni, a prominent painters card, 6 for 54. Listen to this. On the draw, if you've played 10 or more prominent painters this game, your futurology cards, wherever they are, gain plus 22 until played.
I mean, prominent painters futurology.
Well, yeah, there's a few of these cards come out in the last couple of weeks, like Ada and this one. And I did try and do a futurology prominent painters deck. And
still doesn't work?
It doesn't work. Terrible. Actually, terrible idea. Maybe they'll release a few more cards in the coming weeks.
Probably.
Possibly. But yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that card if you haven't got it. Literally, it came out 10 minutes ago. Cosmic String, the Sunday Epic. 5 for 50. Listen to this. I like the sound of this. On the play, if your opponent's cards in hand contain 3 or more arts and culture cards, your arts and culture cards, wherever they are, gain 18 until played. Repeat for every album.
Wow, that sounds good, but I don't think it will be. Because hand.
Sounds good.
Hand. So you've only got 5 cards in a hand.
No, why in your hand?
If your opponent's cards
in hand contain 3 or your opponent's cards in hand contain 3 or more arts and culture cards. Oh, that is terrible.
No, it would work if they're playing like mono science or something.
Yeah. It's not as good as I thought.
No.
I was thinking that could be a good counter.
I think it still will be good, but
definitely worth trying. Yeah. Yeah, they've got to be playing a mono that or have 3 of but 1 album in their hand.
It will work, just not as good as it could have been.
I thought that was a really good Sunday Epic. I was excited about that one. I didn't read it properly. Presolski's Horse. Who's Presolski? A limited legendary, this one. It's a hold card on the start for every life on land card in your hand. Your science cards, wherever they are, gain +2 until played.
I don't know any decks where they work together though.
There's good life on land science cards from the past using. There's quite a few cyborg and those cards work really well. Do you remember?
Yeah.
You could do a 9 and 9 science and life on land. It's pretty good, especially in tiny. He's quite expensive though. But on a low energy week, that could be quite good actually.
I mean, I guess you don't really have to play him because he's a hold card.
Yeah, but for every life on land card in your hand, science cards, whatever they are, gain 2 until
in your hand.
Play. Yeah, not bad. Not brilliant though.
Sure.
Not broken.
No.
Interesting.
More like an epic, I think, really.
Yeah. That might be worth trying though.
Maybe.
ONeal's Cylinder, 3 for 33. Oh, a space tech card. For every space technology card in your hand, your life on land and ocean Z cards, whatever they are, gain +5 until played.
Every space in your hand.
Well, the weird thing with that is if you're playing space tech, you play pretty much pure space. I'm not sure.
Is that a space tech? I think it is.
Yeah. I'm not sure you would have life and land and ocean Z cards
Never.
in your space tech deck.
I mean, I guess it's okay to just stick in.
Wherever
they are.
Yeah, but...
So no, that's good. Think about that. If you just put that in an Ocean Sea deck, every Ocean Sea card will get 5. If you stick it in a life
space
and land
card in your hand,
your life and ocean cards wherever, not just in your hand.
Yeah, but the maximum you're going to hit, if you have 5 space tech, you get 25 on an Oceans and Sea card. It's not worth it.
Not on one, on all of them.
Yeah, but why would you have more than one in a space tech deck? Build a deck and show me. I think it's rubbish.
I think it's good.
Okay, Little Elf thinks ONeal Cylinder is a good
I don't think
card.
you get the point, but I think it's really good.
Meow Wars. This was definitely for the event last weekend. 7 for 70 on the play for every history of the internet card in your deck, up to a maximum of 6. Your cool cats and cute cat cards, wherever they are, gain +5 until played.
Again, I don't think that's a limited ledge.
He worked okay. People like cats. And
It will work.
there's a few good history of the internet cat buffers, so you can actually build a really good cats deck with Meow Wars.
Yeah, it won't be bad.
Yeah, not bad card at all.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Especially if you like the cat decks.
Yeah.
Look out for that one.
Okay, that is Meow Wars. Nice picture though, I do like that picture. Vocaloid, 5 for 45. On the play, if played next to anime, your musically minded and instrumental cards, whatever they are, gain +25 until played. I think this could be really, really good. I think there's a possibility of building an amazing instrumental and musically minded deck using things like Green Sleeves, Stradivarius. There's some really good cards in there. I think this could be good.
Maybe. I don't really know.
I'm going to try it. Nice looking card though. I think it's going to be popular just because of the picture.
Yeah.
Good card. Interesting. Haven't tried it yet. I need to try that one. Not a bad card as well. Good. Quite a few limited legendaries this way.
Yeah.
North American X15, 8 for 62. Came out last weekend. On the draw, your awesome aviations, machines of war, innovations of war cards, wherever they are, gain 25 until played.
I mean.
And on the start, your science cards, wherever they are, lose -5 until played.
So it will work in a. So basically, it'll give you them. If you play instantly, which you have to, a 20 buff.
Until played, wherever they are.
Which is good for an Awesome Aviations deck.
Let me tell you, Awesome Aviations is now meta. I'm just about to upload the best Awesome Aviations deck ever. It's beaten Fish, it beats Tenant, Python, and Jargon File.
I need to get the cards before you upload it.
It is absolutely awesome this week.
I've got 6 of them, so...
Yeah, this is my card of the week so far.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
My deck of the week is Awesome Aviation, so do check out that video. It's coming up tonight. It's in the members only area at the moment. I know a lot of our members are playing Awesome Aviation.
I prefer the Space Tech card, to be honest.
Oh no, not the Space Tech card. Okay, let's move on. Neofuturism. On the draw of your deck is exactly 9 arts and culture cards and exactly 9 futurology cards. Your cards, wherever they are, gain +20 until played. So again, you compare this up with these other 2 cards, and that deck still sucks.
I think next week might be for the event might be a futurology event.
It could be, but like I said, I can't find a good deck. Let me know in the comments below if you've got a deck that works really well. Okay, this card kind of slipped by. I didn't notice it. It came out a couple of days ago, and I haven't built a deck with it yet, but it sounds absolutely awesome. Strix. On the draw, your mythical creature cards, wherever they are, gain +24 until played. And there's an arena boost for mythical creatures this week as well. And on the return, if you won the turn, your opponent loses -40 next turn. And if you lost the turn, you lose -40 next turn.
Yeah, it'll be good.
There's some good mythical creature builds out there. I think it would fit in really nicely. I think it could be really good.
Wasn't that a while ago, mythical creatures being good?
It was, but this
days have passed, I think.
Could make it good again. 24 until played. If you can get 6 or 8 or even 10 mythical creatures in your deck, that's +24 until played.
Oh, true. That is good.
Yeah, really good card. Not as good as the Awesome Aviation deck for sure, but I think it's got potential.
Aviation. I need to build that right now.
Yeah, we do need to try that one out. Okay, we've got a couple more cards to go. I think we've got a fusion and a mythic to look at. So this came out for the event, I think, this weekend. The Killy Hopkinsville encounter. Don't know what that was. Must have been a hoax though. On the play, for every hoaxes and con card in your hand, your space cards, whatever they are, gain +2 permanently. And on the return, for every space card in your deck up to a maximum of 6, your weird world cards, whatever they are, gain +4 until played.
Again, this is a telescope situation or space tech.
Yeah.
Even if you just have this card, all your space cards will get 2 permanent. permanently wherever they are.
They would, but that's not very much these days.
True, not anymore.
But it does actually work. It definitely worked for the event. It was a good, easy event. But there is the possibility of building a really good Hoaxes and Con Real World and Space deck.
Even if you add just another Hoaxes and Con, because it's play, so it doesn't have to be draw.
Yeah. It's got possibilities. So I've been playing around with it, and there's some good builds out there.
It could work.
Especially you can use it with a Jargon File. Okay, I think we're on to a fusion card next. Let's have a look. Goodbye, Kelly Hopskin. Hello, Terraforming. A fusion card came out last weekend. 769 on the play for every planet side card in your deck up to a maximum of 9. Your planet side cards, whatever they are, gain +2 until played. So you can buff up 9 of your planet side cards by 18.
I don't remember planet side being good.
There's a few good cards. You can do some good at planet side decks. A few people were using it this week, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Not a bad card. It's a bit of a niche card, but it's definitely worth having in your collection.
Yeah, it is a fusion card. Like, it is the stereotypical fusion card, I would say.
And 9 times 18 on your planet side cards is not bad. Something is, that's a space card, so you can't do a 9 and 9. You'd have to have 8 planet size and terraforming. So it would be 8 times.
No, a maximum of 9.
Yeah, but if you were doing a 9 and 9 deck, this is a space card. So you could only have 8 planet side. But anyhow, not a bad card.
Well, that would still work, but... Yeah.
And the last card, it's the new Mythic, came out about 2 weeks ago, actually.
We've all got strong feelings about it.
Analog, 2 for 2. On the play, if played next to Earth, your space cards, whatever they are, gain 18 for 5 turns.
I'm going to say this might be controversial. I think this is the worst Mythic.
It is the worst Mythic
ever released.
Yeah, Pandora's Box is actually better than this.
I've been playing since 2021, and I've not seen a more disappointing Mythic release than this.
Well, Chaos was, but then they revealed a secret ability,
yeah.
So I'm hoping they will release a secret ability. The trouble with this card is there is never, ever, ever a time you would play this card, because if you're playing tiny, you've got to have Earth, which saves you energy.
Yeah.
But then there's actually better options to buff up your space cards in a tiny deck.
And it's, first of all, only 18, which for this ability
for
is
5 turns.
Very average. 5 turns, not even until played.
Yeah.
For me, this would be an epic, limited epic, not even a limited ledge.
Yeah, maybe an ultra, or maybe a fusion.
Fusion, yeah, it would be a fusion.
Terrible.
Because
Absolutely
Earth
terrible.
is so bad.
And I feel really sorry, which is why I haven't got it, but I feel really sorry for people that are spending a fortune to get it, because literally in a few weeks I wouldn't even give you a Pandora for Earth Analog.
I don't think I would even give you a limited ledge for it.
I bet you would.
I would.
Yeah, well, there we go. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Those are this week's cards. Oh, what was your card of the fortnight, I should say?
True. My card would probably be, if I'm talking reasonably, Jargon File.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Great card. Although I do like North America and X15. That's a really good card.
I do love the Space Deck card.
Cool. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Do look out for our next live stream. We've got some exclusive live stuff to give away.
We do.
And we'll be back very soon. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye.